Warning. Podcast. Spoilers. Now.
Oh my god, there was a zombie.
Up, up, up.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 10, New Best Friends. I'm your host, Clio, and with me I have John and Dom. I don't believe it's Episode 10 already.
I know.
It's going quick.
We have, what, 6 left?
Something like that for 16 episode season?
I think so. I think that's what we've been. Yeah, the last couple ones
left. Yeah. You know what? I really like this episode.
This whole
really
back half of this season has been fantastic so far.
Yeah,
this
I think we got past all of the, chores, and now we're at a place where we can breathe.
Yeah.
A little bit. Let's talk about the trash people.
The scavengers.
The scavengers.
That is their official name. They've been dubbed that. Not even on the show yet. That was some information they gave us on The Talking Dead, so.
Mm.
They're so fucking weird.
They are.
They're like a hive mind collective.
They definitely are.
Because when they walk into the circle, they're like crisscrossing. It's like, how long did you have to practice that before you walk into each other?
Well, I'm like... there's so much that doesn't make any sense. Like, first off, did everyone just forget how to talk?
They really,
Well,
the 6 years or 7 years of the apocalypse.
They're talking very minimalistic. They're like what's her name? Jada?
Jadis.
Jadis?
Like, they're not. None of those names were real names except for Winslow, and he wasn't even a person.
Right. Jadis, the actress who played Jadis, was on Talking Dead. So she did a lot of explaining as to yes, it's very hive mind. The whole junkyard is like when you see the overview of it, it's networked like a hive. The way they move and stuff, they function and they think and everything. It's all hive mind, and they speak very minimalistic. It's like the basic words that they need to use. Which, if you look at where we're going nowadays with texting, we're texting very minimalistic. We're not typing full words out. We're typing letters instead of words, and we're skipping. I'm not saying everybody's doing that because I'm not one of them. No, I know. But that's the way that the majority of people are headed.
Yeah.
And that's just what they're doing. They're functioning like a emoji text message. That's the way I see them anyway.
I just don't know how you have that level of coordination when you don't speak.
Well, bees don't speak, and bees have that level of coordination.
We're not bees.
They're pretty much
also, bees communicate.
They're communicating.
Alright, whatever. I just don't get it. It's fucking weird.
Listen. They rub their legs together at a very specific frequency, just like bees do.
Just like bees.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude... I was really, really wanting one of the characters to just be like, y'all fucking weird.
Yeah, no, at least, I thought it was going to be Aaron. Just like, the fuck.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for, Rick to take the shit-eating grin off of his face.
Off of whose face?
Rick, from last episode. That big
Rick
grin.
was going to take off his own shit-eating grin?
Yes, after seeing that.
No.
After seeing that, he should have just been like...
Oh, no, he was just having a ball.
He's like, my new best friends.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah. And that's even something...
I just want to think that they're all a bunch of, Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
I was just going to say, I just really want to think that they're all a bunch of, really weird performance artists that found each other during the apocalypse, and this is just, their grand play. Yeah. This is their grand illusion,
This is the ultimate, what's the thing where a bunch of people do something in public?
It's like a flash mob.
Flash mob. The ultimate flash mob. No, I was going to say...
Zombie apocalypse flash mobs.
Yeah. And throughout the whole time, Rick was smiling, and everyone else was like, what's happening? And Gabriel comes out, he's like shaking and sweating, and Rick just smiles at him, this fucking shitty grin, and Gabe is like, okay. And at the end, he even says, he's like, why the hell were you smiling, by the way? This is really weird.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was just like, there's more bodies, more people to fight Negan with. The whole thing. By the way, Gabriel represents with that knife pull.
Yeah. Who also was on the Talking Dead couch this week. We had 3 phenomenal guests on the couch.
Who was the third guest? I didn't.
It
was the Trash Woman.
Yes.
I refuse to call her anything else but Trash Woman. I don't care what her real name is.
Her name is Jaden Smith.
Dude, I even said that. I'm like, what are you fucking? Are these Will Smith's kids? They're fucking weird. They're fucking weird.
So there is actually a fucking hilarious Forbes, I think it's Forbes article, that says last night's Walking Dead was literally a Fallout 4 quest. And then it just takes screen grabs and it puts like the overlay of like the HUD of Fallout 4, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Nice.
It's the best.
And that's where I got the name Trash Woman. they call her Trash Woman in that. But the zombie, Winslow.
Winslow was the best thing of this episode.
Was amazing.
Boss fight.
They push Rick into the pit, and I'm like, John is like, oh, gladiatorial battles. And I was like, this feels more like throwing the Christians to the lions.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, they didn't even tell him he was fighting. Like, there was no preparation. It was just fall. And then find out you have zombie in the pit. Find out zombie is not a zombie, but a armored boss zombie.
Yeah.
And you're totally unprepared.
Get a health bar and everything.
And mind you, all your friends got escorted to another side of the trash heap so they could look through little tunnels that have been made so they can watch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic.
If you think about it even more, Michonne's off to the side shouting like what to do.
Yeah. That
fucking happens in a video game.
Yeah.
They'll give you hints about how to, if you're doing poorly, like Rick gets cut up, it's like, try knocking the trash onto him. It's like,
well, at least she didn't run up to the fucking tube and was like, Rick, there's a settlement under attack.
Book or catch.
Oof. I was totally expecting them to try to squeeze through the tunnels.
I thought like Rick would be squeezing through the tunnels.
I thought they were actually going to put a health bar for that thing on the screen.
But Rick wins. He beats Winslow. I don't know why they named the zombie.
Might have been one of their own, and then he died, and they made him.
I was thinking
Armored
that
Winslow, the boss fight.
Yeah. I don't know. And they might have been, because I was trying to figure out that too. I'm like, okay, maybe it was a guy with a helmet, and then he died, and they just stuck spikes through him, and like, I don't know.
No, they definitely beefed him up on purpose.
Oh, of course they beefed him up on purpose. I'm just saying, maybe he wore that spiked helmet, which at certain angles, that helmet looks like the Witch King's helmet from The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, really? Nice.
Just saying, yeah, at certain angles, because the Witch King's got the spikes coming out of his helmet. It was a thought I had. There's something that Trash Woman said, that she said it twice actually, which made it stick out to me. She said, "We take, we don't bother," which makes sense that they call themselves the Scavengers, because they take, they don't bother to fight, they don't bother to, because they were waiting for somebody to raid that boat so that they could then go and steal the stuff from them. Which I think we assumed that there was a shot after Aaron and Rick got back from the boat, And we were assuming, oh, it's the guy who lives there. It's the guy who wrote that crazy sign, but it was them they had followed.
Right.
Then back to Alexandria.
Yeah, it's like they've been watching the boat.
Yeah.
And it's almost like Rick is like, "Oh, is that a test that you put up?" And I'm kind of confused. Like, they're like, "Yes," but then they're like, "No, that was a guy." And I'm like, "What? Was it his test that?"
I thought he was saying the zombie. I thought the test was referring to Winslow.
Okay. I thought he was talking about the boat.
And then the boat. Yeah, because I think after they talked about the test, he was like, why did you never go after the boat? And she's like, we don't bother.
Okay.
Yeah, no effort is being put in.
Yeah.
Minimal effort. They're
minimalists.
Effort.
They really are. In their actions and their words.
I wouldn't say they're minimalist in there. Well, they did the fucking like crisscross march just to stand in a circle. That you could have just walked in a circle, really. Yeah, I don't know. They're very weird. I honestly don't know what I was expecting from them, but it certainly wasn't that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that they take the cat. They just take the trash sculpture of the cat.
What did Rick mean by, like, we lost one?
I think when the Saviors trashed Alexandria, they broke a statue.
Oh, okay.
One of Michonne's, like, statues or something.
Okay.
I forget exactly what it was, but I do remember them breaking everything.
Yeah.
So. That was a replacement for whatever it was that Michonne lost.
Yeah. Something like that.
And Rosie's still being a bitch. It's okay, Rosie. We understand. But, God, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, and in that Forbes article, like, the reactions to Rick said it was
it's
like...
really annoying.
Rosita still hates you.
She's just not happy because she's like, I'm not getting my way. So I don't care. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, man.
All the boys I fucked are dead.
No.
Like,
I mean,
ow.
like you're a savage, but like you're completely correct.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Jimmy Fallon when he does the skit.
Yeah, that, yeah.
Like
oh my God. Ugh.
Like, the dead
Like, yeah, that's exactly it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with Rick. Flash sideways.
Well,
do you have any more to say about Rick?
Well, I was gonna say not with Rick, so to speak, but the comment with Rosita, and what's the girl that went to the seaside? What's her name?
Oh, Tara.
Tara.
Yeah.
The way that she was just like, hey, we're just gonna take what we want, and I don't care if we have to find them or take them or steal them or whatever. I'm gonna get them. Like the way she was talking about those guns and all that, I was waiting for Tara to be like, I know where there's some guns, you know.
Well, Rick asked her where they shouldn't look. Oh, by that bridge. Don't go by that bridge. It's not worth it.
Yeah. So
Heath was there. Now he's not.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely for now going to be a place she tells them to avoid, because she does respect them in that way, where she's not just gonna be like, hey.
I don't know.
She also knows that if anybody goes back, they're gonna get shot.
To me, that whole where should we not look was where should we look that you shouldn't tell us we should look. That's how I took that, you know. So
yeah.
If Rick was half as smart as he says he is, he would start there.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, and also Rick has no reason to distrust Tara.
Right.
So if she says the bridge is not worth it because there's this zombie trap that I lost Heath in, Rick is going to be like, okay, we'll steer clear of that. I trust you.
Right. Yeah, well, they
and
weren't
honestly,
directly at the bridge, though.
That's true. but it's also right now not worth the trouble.
Right.
Because if they go there, they're gonna get shot at. It's not worth the trouble right now.
No, they need some weapons to arm themselves, like the scavengers. Get the scavengers to arm them and send them in Seaside.
Well, I think honestly, it's not going to be about weapons. It's going to be about, we have bested the saviors. We can help protect you as well.
Yeah. Well,
like if you join us, you're not going to be putting your lives in danger. We're just going to be.
Well, it was more I see Seaside helping in the battle against the saviors rather than the aftermath.
Well, we've got some foreshadowing last week from Morgan, where Morgan's plan is to forget about fighting the saviors, capture Negan,
right.
Put him in a cell. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to capture Negan.
100%.
The saviors are going to be running around like a chicken without their heads.
Yeah.
And then maybe they find Seaside and be like, hey, we've destabilized them. Help us bring them down.
Isn't the place...
Because then they'd have cause,
But isn't the place that we're in on the show and the place that we're in on the comics, supposed to be very spread out right now? We're
far, yes. We're supposed to be far away from it.
And last I knew, when the summer started, Negan was in the cell in the comics, and that's where he was kind of sitting. So, are they gonna keep Negan in the cell for 3 years? That just seems weird to me.
I would not
literally do.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also wouldn't be surprised if they're changing the timetable.
Well, yeah, I think they're going to. But I don't think that the show's ever going to get ahead of the comics. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're trying very hard to not be a Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Game of Thrones is a little different too, though.
And they're still pretty far ahead, so I don't think there's any real concern yet.
No.
Mm-hmm. Which, Full Metal Alchemist did that long before Game of Thrones did. So.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, because we're in a Game of Thrones is the one that's the most known, but
of course, most recent too.
Yeah, and with that you have literal stuff that has not happened in the books that they're telling on the show, and it's I'd be very angry as a fan of the novels, if that was the case, because it's kind of spoilers for the book, and the books are always better than the movie, always better than the show, always, and except for the Vampire Diaries, but that's another story. So,
yeah. So, Ezekiel. I love Ezekiel. I want just more and more of Ezekiel. But they're meeting with the Saviors again. They have a trunk full of watermelons and gasoline, I guess was in there. Odd combo this week. But that Savior asshole from last time just starts stepping up to Richard again. They fight, they pull guns. And I mean...
Sticks are swung.
Dicks are measured.
No, literal sticks are swung.
No, sticks.
Oh, sticks. I thought you said dicks were swung.
No.
Oh my god.
No, it was a huge dick measuring contest, but still, they swung sticks around.
Yes, they did. Ben did fabulous.
Ben's a Jedi.
Ben's a fucking Jedi. I love Ben. But this asshole who I don't know his name, the Savior asshole. He's testing how much he can get away with. Like the Saviors do in general.
Mm-hmm.
Last week you let me get away with kicking the shit out of your dude. Today I'm gonna take his gun. Let's see if you give me his gun. Oh, you gave me his gun, I'm gonna take your stick. Next week I'm gonna take fucking everything from you. And it's like you give him that inch and he's gonna keep taking.
Yep.
And he has. And it's just infuriating. It's like, Ezekiel, I know you're trying to keep your people safe, but they're not gonna stop.
Nah. And he's gonna wake up eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, Jerry's just to be like, homie, gotta go to war, man. So like, all right, Jerry, fine.
Jerry's the best.
He like reprimands Ben for acting too quickly, and Jerry's like, "Yo, man, that was awesome." And Ezekiel's like, "Jerry."
And,
Jerry's the actual leader.
Chris Hardwick said on Talking Dead, he said every time I hear him go Jerry, he's almost like he interprets it as don't break character, and I just started laughing. I was like, that's so true.
Jerry. Yeah.
Jerry's just fantastic. He really is.
Jerry really is fantastic. And he brings Carol Cobbler. It's like it's this way in his bag, and it's all like smushed on the side. But he takes it out and gives it the cobbler.
It's fantastic.
Like, Jerry, you're too precious. Stop.
Don't ever die, Jerry.
Yeah, never die, Jerry. But Morgan. Yes, Morgan. But Daryl. I was gonna say Daryl is itching to do something because he just got out of Xavier's hold. He wants to he's got a vendetta still. And so Rich comes up. He's like, I got a plan. We're gonna take out some Saviors. And as soon as he was talking about taking out Saviors, I'm like, this is not good. Whatever it is not a good plan. And then he goes on about, we'll set this woman up to die, and then Ezekiel's gonna go to war. And Daryl's just like, what woman? Bitch, what woman?
I mean,
Hey.
Richard, I liked you, man.
I did. I know. I
liked you.
on board.
The truck that they were fighting at, I don't know if you noticed, but that was Smoking the Bandits.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. It's like from the actual Smoking the Bandits set too, like the truck. So, yeah, it was crazy. It's a huge throwback Easter egg. But yeah, it was fantastic. But, yeah, oh my god, I was like, as soon as he was like, just say your name, I was like, oh, you fucked up.
Yeah, no, I know.
You fucked
He's
up.
like, I didn't know you knew her. It's like, come on,
I was hoping you didn't.
Rich.
Like,
come on, Rich.
You shouldn't have said anything. I mean, we are glad that you did, but we're glad you said something, but you shouldn't have said something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think because if he didn't say anything, Daryl was gonna be like, well, if we shoot them, won't they know it's us? And then he would have had to explain he's setting somebody up to fall. No matter who it was, Daryl was not gonna let somebody innocent die just to get Ezekiel to join the war. Like, that's...
Yeah.
And plus, if they did that, there would have been so many more repercussions than just Ezekiel joining the war. Like, the Saviors would have done some shit,
Yeah. Yeah, because it would have been traced back to Alexandria.
Yeah, it would have been so much...
It would have backfired.
Yeah. There's no way it would have ended
because,
the way he thinks it would.
I agree that they need to make the first strike, but they have to make a smart first strike. Like a planned, really thought out first strike, not just grab a convoy. Who cares? That's small beans. That's not gonna. You're just gonna start a war. You're gonna lose, or like right away. You're not organized.
Yeah, because then he would have played their hand while Rick is trying to get everyone together to make a strike.
Yeah, they're not ready.
Yeah,
so
they would have lost this element of surprise.
Yeah.
Any hope that they had.
Yeah, because this is they. There's a lot that Saviors don't know still, so
yeah,
you want to keep that for as long as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, Daryl, unsurprisingly beats the shit out of Rich and is like, if she gets hit by lightning, I will kill you.
She catches the flu.
Yeah, I know it'll be your fault. She gets hit by lightning. I love that.
I will kill you.
Basically saying if she disappears in any way, shape, or form, it's your fault. You're gonna die.
No matter the reason, if she dies, you're dead.
Yeah.
Uh,
If I was him, I would go like onto the property and start installing lightning rods away from the house. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Carol's got her own traps and sensors and stuff, and you know, even I don't know what the heck the one guy's name is in Ezekiel's raiding party, but he was like, "Oh man, I thought I caught that one in time."
Nope, you definitely
like,
did not.
No, you did not.
What the hell
like
kind of
woman.
sensors could they be that like she's able to detect them from her house? Like they got to be more than just tripwires.
It could just be a tripwire that sets off a little bell inside of her house. It could just be a tripwire.
We've seen when she's on her own, she's a big fan of the tin cans on a string thing, so maybe it's just a complex form of that.
Yeah.
And then Daryl shows up on Carol's porch. It's like, I hid under your porch because I love you. Like the dog from Up. I was just like, ah.
Yeah, apparently the two on set have not worked together in a while, and that was one of their first like times together in a while in general.
Yeah.
So they said that the emotions were really actually amplified when they were filming that scene to begin with. So that was genuine emotion from them as well.
Oh,
that's really sweet.
Yeah,
nerds.
Pretty much.
Oh, but
what
it was
a
so
pack of
great.
losers.
And I mean, we kind of, you know, learned through Carol her reasons for why she wants to stay separate, and she sort of gives those to Daryl, and in that process, Daryl decides to lie to her. Everybody's fine. Nobody died. It's like, duh!
Yeah, I was like, as soon as this unfolded, I was like, Cleo's gonna be very upset.
How many shows do we do where lies are just the
And then
worst?
surprisingly, like after this goes on, I'm sitting there watching The Talking Dead, and they do a poll on this exact thing. They said, was Daryl right for lying to Carol? 75% of the poll said yes. And I was like,
here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. I think he was right to lie. Yes.
Wait,
I don't think it's going to end well.
No, it's not.
No.
The fact that Carol desperately just wants to not have to do the stuff she does to protect people.
Yeah.
And
if
Daryl said it and Morgan said it, she would be here right now if you told her the truth. I know you lied.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't like it. I wouldn't want to do it myself, but I think for Carol right now, it's what has to be done. And lies never stay secret on shows. Lies, you know, it always comes up.
Little white lie.
And when it comes up, she's going to be really mad at him.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm not looking forward to that, but I honestly do think that's the only way to keep Carol from... Honestly, Carol would just murder everyone. And I think she maybe had a point where if she does it again, she might lose herself.
Yeah. And I mean, Morgan even goes and calls Daryl out on it.
Yeah.
You know, he's like...
And he applauds him for it.
Yeah. He's like, we're very, very similar. Daryl's like, you don't know me. And he's like, well... Explains the whole thing, and Daryl's like, all right, shut the fuck up. Maybe you know me a little bit.
All right, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I also love that Daryl bonds with the tiger.
Oh, we knew it was coming. Did we not call this?
We said it last week.
We're like, Daryl and the tiger are going to be best friends.
Yeah, like, Daryl, the tiger is like a spirit animal.
So... all you single people out there, you got to find you a partner who looks at you the way that tiger looks at Daryl.
Yep. It's true.
Okay. So, I mean,
he was purring.
I'm like, kitty. I would be fucking sticking my hand in that cage. Thank you very much, but.
Well, I think the only reason he did it was because Shiva went like this to his hand.
Oh yeah. She was like, "Yay, friend!"
Yeah.
But,
He's sitting with me. I like you.
yeah.
I really want to see what Ezekiel has to say that he's bonded with this tiger. I think that's going to be an.
Well, he's probably going to trust him more than he does.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
And I think he trusts him enough, to, because he's letting him stay there. So. And maybe Ezekiel will listen to Daryl if he knows that Shiva trusts him.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I think there's still going to be more debate between Morgan and Daryl for a little while.
For sure, yeah. And I really enjoyed that debate.
We haven't seen them interact much, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how their relationship, I guess, develops, whatever it might be.
Yeah, and I mean, there's definitely respect there too, so that's cool.
Yep.
Okay, ready for this scathing synopsis for next week.
Ooh.
An Alexandrian discovers they must navigate the mysterious, confusing, and terrifying world within the Savior's compound.
Oh no.
Oh no! I wonder if it's Ayugin.
Ayugin. Yeah. I really, really want to see if Eugene is okay, but the promo for next week is making it look just like a carbon copy of Daryl's episode, just with Eugene instead of Daryl.
Right.
That's what it's looking like, and I'm nervous that it's,
I don't want to lose this momentum.
I don't either, and I feel
really,
like we might.
We're gonna have to. I don't know if, I guess maybe next episode, but I feel like there's gonna be one lull that's gonna end on a huge cliffhanger, and then it's just gonna ramp up from there. It's like the calm before the storm.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully this won't be an episode just about Eugene and the compound. Like, maybe we'll see Heath or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, the thing that I'm thinking of is Rick promised all these scavengers guns, right? But nothing was ever said about ammo. Right? Nothing was ever said about ammo, so just having guns is going to be enough. And the only person we know who can make ammo is Eugene. So
yeah.
I'm hoping getting Eugene back is going to be terms of the new deal, because I see Rick coming up with guns and no ammo, and then being this was not the deal we made, and Rick's like, no, it's exactly what we made. You asked for guns, and they're like, well, whatever. So I really feel like it's gonna be like, well, we need so and so to make bullets, so we need to do this, and they're gonna get Eugene, and that I don't necessarily think that's all going to unfold next episode, but I think that's the direction it's gonna head.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
it seems like it.
That's plausible. Yeah. All right, so that's it for this episode. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter, probably talking about Boss Fight Zombie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna tweet that link because it's so funny.
There, John's not mud anymore.
Dom, where can they find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon. You can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, and movies. Till next time. Bye.
See ya. Up.
Yeah. Up.
Up.
Jesus Christ.